Ashtray, scale of 1 to 10. How drunk are you?
Oh, not even. This is still my first beer. I just got home. Oh. Right at 9.
So he's negative drunk.
Negative drunk. Yeah, right. That's why Mystic was all riding my ass, because I wasn't my usual talkative self. Just fucking a dead shell. Gotta fill myself up with beer.
I wasn't riding your ass. Like, why would you say it that way?
Why? Because I can feel it that way. There ain't nothing you can do about it.
Sorry, that's just weird.
All right. In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we talk about memes. Where did these ubiquitous pieces of contemporary culture come from? How long have we been memeing? What were the most influential memes? We'll answer those questions and more. With me tonight is Memetic Mystic. His titties are the basis for the most influential North Korean erotica meme.
North Korean?
Yeah. You haven't heard of it. Boob. Yeah, you haven't heard of it because it's from North Korea. Let's just say the meme is incredibly graphic, and it would start World War III if it ever got out.
I call it the Pyong Bang. You know what I'm saying?
Next to Mystic, we have Grumpy Teddy. Not to be confused with Grumpy Cat. He's grumpy and hates white people. That's it.
I mean, I'm true. That just because I hate whitey doesn't mean I'm grumpy. You can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm a happy motherfucker.
Yeah, you are.
There's a lot of white people. If you hate us, you're going to be in a state of hate.
And next to Teddy, we have Ass Dog Ashtray. When he's not sleeping, he's eating hot dogs out of the ass cracks of anyone that will listen. He saw it on a meme once and has dedicated his life to the cause of ass dogs. I don't know. Fucking ass dogs.
Dish for fucking Shaquille O'Neal's chunky cum. Wikipedia.
Hit it with your ass dogs today.
Yeah. Covered in checks. Patting a chunky cum.
Finally, there's me. One does not simply oracle. That one goes over well at my Applebee's job. I bust it out every time someone orders a well-done piece of steak. One does not simply order a medium-well steak is usually followed by a shut the fuck up. One day, I'll be Salt Bae. Until then, this is the Red Eye Report.
That's funny.
All right, so we're talking about some memes tonight. Before we get going, though, we should do our weekly benefit event. Pause for the cause.
All right. This week's Dane County Humane Society pet is a bluegill.
A bluegill.
Named Limpy.
Limpy.
Bluegill?
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
You can only swim in circles.
Limpy the bluegill.
That is the most ridiculous thing.
They didn't have the heart to eat him because he was disabled.
So we're talking about memes, and I was thinking, I was sitting on the shitter this morning and reading NPR.
Eating an ass dog.
Yeah, eating an ass dog, reading NPR, and I saw this article about, it's like a PSA, please don't cook chicken in NyQuil. The FDA asked TikTok users.
Yeah, I saw that shit, yeah.
I thought that was a joke when I had to cut a fucking PO for it the other day.
Yeah, not exactly a meme, but it did start with somebody in 2017, a guy on Twitter, Tristan Depew, posted a picture of...
Tristan Depew?
Yeah, Depew. Posted a picture of chicken, I guess, chicken breasts in fucking green ass NyQuil.
It looks so gross.
Yeah, it looks super gross. Right. And apparently people are actually doing this now. So it has had an influence, right? You know, it's stuck around for 5 years, and now it is causing this.
I mean, it's fucking gross. I mean, why would you do that shit?
I don't know. I don't know if people are getting fucking high off of this shit.
Oh yeah, I mean
They're getting sick because when you boil NyQuil, it actually increases. Yes, it makes it stronger.
Yeah, because you're
So, like,
pretty much
just the
reducing
fumes could make you fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean, you're just
as
reducing
Mystic
it.
has
So.
learned
Right.
firsthand.
Yeah, so all of that fucking, what do they call that shit? DMX, all that dextromethorphan is like stuck to the chicken now. So you're gonna fucking overdose.
Right?
You're gonna
Plus
fucking trip your balls off.
Your shitty nonstick cookware.
Yeah. Bad idea. And, you know, this just started with this picture on Twitter that this guy posted. So I started looking into, you know, memes and kind of where this has started. And the term meme was actually coined in the 70s by Richard Dawkins. And he described
Really,
it.
Richard Dawkins?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the author.
Cultural units of information, memes, and derived from the Greek word meme and gene. Memes are essentially a cultural gene. And it's really interesting. These things have been around, I guess. They have this kind of meme that's up on the screen here. It's got this skeleton that's like relaxing or whatever, and it basically says, "Be cheerful, live your life." It was from 3 BC, and it was found in the ancient 3 BC, ancient city of Antioch, in 3 frames, which
That's
seems
some great dark humor.
Yeah, depicts a bathing scene. The first frame is of a servant preparing a bath. Second frame, a young man running away from taking the bath, being pursued by an older servant who is unable to catch him. And the last scene, a reckless but seemingly happy skeleton of the young man is sitting casually with a jug of wine. And so it's just kind of like, you know, enjoy your life or whatever. And so we've got these memes. Have you guys heard of Kilroy before?
Sounds. Oh, that nose guy.
Yeah, the nose guy. So this was
The nose guy?
Yeah, the
I've heard of
nose guy.
Killjoy from
Yeah.
Rhode Island.
Yeah, not Killjoy, Kilroy. So Kilroy is this image that was actually spread quite a bit during World War II. And it was kind of these, maybe you've seen Kilroy was here. And that's what people would put on. They would actually draw this image of Kilroy kind of peeking over the edge, peering over the edge. And it would be put on, you know, different Connex boxes and different things and be shipped around. So it very much was kind of like this meme.
It's a phallic gesture of Kilroy trying to show off his cock.
Yeah. And, it was picked up in culture. It was on MASH. There was an episode of MASH where they had it.
It was in MASH?
Yeah, it was in MASH.
Oh, shit.
And so there are these memes, and as internet
So now,
culture...
is there someone who created the original?
They don't know. They don't know who actually created the original Kilroy. There were a few...
He must have drew that motherfucker enough times, you know, like a tag.
Right.
That people just started repeating it.
Yeah. You know, who knows how many times he actually did it.
Because, like, someone would have to give him the name Kilroy. It's such an odd name.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You call him Cockface.
So these memes, you know, they take on cultural meaning, and they can become more and more nuanced, especially as different iterations are made. So you have Pepe the Frog, which you guys are probably familiar with Pepe the Frog at this point. But I didn't realize this, but Pepe the Frog came from this comic strip called Feels Good Man, kind of this internet comic strip. And
kind of stolen from him?
Yeah, stolen from him. And then the guy, he tried to like kill it off in his comic strip, but you know, it was the damage had been done.
Or the character was created, like it evolved past.
Right. And
like a lot of art, sometimes once you release it, it's no longer yours.
Mm-hmm. Or we have this, This Is Fine. I'm sure you guys have seen this one with the fire around like the dog.
Where did that originate from?
Well, that was also a comic strip. And the full comic strip is This Is Fine, and it keeps on going and it keeps on going, and then the dog is like severely fucking burnt and melted. But when we see the meme, it's only either the first one or the first two. And back in 2016, the GOP tried to use this as, a meme to take a dig at the DNC. And the original artists, they got pissed off, and they actually made a meme of an elephant sitting and saying "This is fine," just kind of a dig. But taken out of context and taken a life of its own. So there was Dancing Baby. That was an early one. That's,
oh God, I forgot about this.
Dancing Baby.
It was even integrated into like television shows and shit. I remember
Ally McBeal.
Oh, Ally McBeal, yes. Mm-hmm. How did they? Does it say how they did it?
I don't know.
Remember it being so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know how they did it, but Dancing Baby is actually from 1996.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember being a teenager.
Yeah, which was.
Of course, the ripe age to be like, this scoff, this is so stupid.
Some of these other ones, Badger. I guess I'm not familiar with this one. This Badger.
Yeah, I don't really.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one, but it is kind of fascinating to see where these memes originated and how many iterations were made of them.
And also the how they can be so big and like within a certain realm that like I remember there's some sort of weird slang for the game Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
That game.
Let me ask my daughter, Macy. What's a weird slang for Among Us? What do you guys call it?
Is it Mongst? Something like that?
What? Sus. Like suspect.
Yes, sus.
Oh, I've seen. I've heard the term sus, but there was like it was some comic strip that were just used like
sussy,
monk.
They call it too.
And I was like, "What is this?" I had to on Reddit be like, "I'm an old man. Like, what the fuck is this?" And like, someone actually, it was like a Know Your Meme link, which is actually a great source. And yeah, apparently there's a whole range of memes where they like a shorthand slang for the game Among Us. So it's like amongst, like AMNGST, amongst.
Oh.
Which is like just made no fucking sense to me.
Right,
but then would like reference that game. That game's big enough that I know what they're talking about. Now.
And that's kind of the crazy thing about it is these images, they hold so much cultural meaning. They're dumb fucking pictures or whatever, but there's so much context actually within them for this. So some of the famous ones, the biggest ones, we had the Change My Mind guy, right? Sitting at the table.
Yeah, the table, change my mind. Yeah.
Right.
Now, what was the what's his background?
So in 2018,
is that the actual image? Is male privilege is a myth?
Steven Crowder posted a photo of him sitting at a table with a sign that read, "Male privilege is a myth. Change my mind." And that is the original.
Asking for some fucking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say like.
Right.
That looks like a comedy setup.
Right?
Like, he's got his buddy like with a fucking camera filming it,
Absolutely.
like, waiting for some fucking chick to come up with a hand knitted stocking cap, fucking a piece of her mind.
Not just one. There's going to be a whole group, a herd,
Still have
if
mittens,
you will.
too.
Then we have Success Kid. That's the baby, kind of
the
like,
baby with the
yes.
fist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So this
Now addicted to fentanyl.
this one became popular around 2008. And, fucking kid.
Now,
Now,
say the background of who he was.
well, this is kind of interesting backstory behind this one. So, real kid is named Sammy Griner. His fame also helped to successfully pay for his father's new kidney after a plea for funding for a transplant went online in 2016. So this meme actually saved his dad's life. And I was reading about this, and
He's gonna hold that over dad. For the rest of his
like the dad was pretty fucked up. Like he needed dialysis every day in order to stay alive for quite some time. We have Irma Gerd girl.
Oh, I
The
forgot
goosebumps.
Yes. Look at that face. Reminds me of a fucking old girl classmate.
So Maggie Goldenberger was actually just playing dress up with friends when the snap was taken.
Wait, dressed up as a nerd.
Do you have anything about the Catch Me Outside? How about that?
There was a
That girl?
reference to that,
up
but
and
it
take
was
the
pretty
nice
much just
class.
saying that she had like mental illness issues.
Oh, really? Did she?
Because that was from Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
Yeah, that was from Dr. Phil.
Yeah, she was like a 14-year-old who was like telling your, like.
It was kind of one of those like you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Do what I want.
How about that?
Right. Shut up was Ashtray will like this one. Shut up and take my money. The Futurama one.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was a perfect statement for that kind of sentiment you have sometimes, where it's just like, yeah, I want this. Kind of reminds me of
Rick and Morty has that one with you son of a bitch, I'm in.
Right.
exactly the kind of same sentiment. But like when I get advertised for shit that I'm already subscribed to, it's just like, get the fuck out of here! Like, come on,
Right? I
already
know.
get my money. What are you wasting it on me? Fucking algorithms are not paying attention.
I feel like this one really got snuffed out by goodwill for Keanu Reeves. There was Sad Keanu.
Oh, yeah, I guess I kind of remember seeing it a
2010.
couple times, but
I guess that was
I
before
do
like
remember
John Wick
Well,
and all
there's-
that shit.
I remember there was Sad Affleck too.
Yeah, Sad Affleck as well. I feel like I've seen Sad Affleck more than I've seen Sad Keanu. Of course,
And
we
there's
have
crying Jordan.
well, and we'll actually talk about Crying Jordan. That's really
Oh, okay.
interesting. Well, that escalated quickly. Anchorman, good one.
Yeah.
Ceiling Cat. I probably have seen Ceiling Cat. So for those of
I've
you
seen that
listening,
picture.
it's just a picture of this, orange cat. Like it's an illustration of an orange cat peering through a hole, like a square hole in the ceiling.
like up above a garage ceiling or something,
Yeah.
where it's just like a 5 by 5 inch hole.
So this was 2003, and I don't know. I guess I don't remember
That's
that
all
one
we
that
know
much.
about Ceiling Cat.
Ceiling
Ceiling
Cat.
Cat looks curious, like a cat would do.
And then, of course, there's Grumpy Cat.
You can't see is that Ceiling Cat has an Uzi up there, just waiting to kill.
So Grumpy Cat goes by the real name of Tartar Sauce. And
Went by, I believe he's dead now.
yeah,
Classic.
probably dead now.
Died of grump.
Right. Domo, that's where those weird fucking
Oh yeah.
Japanese
ask someone
fucking
about
weird
this. I'm like,
things.
"What the fuck are these things?"
Yeah.
There's
So
plushie toys of those.
so it originally appeared, well, actually, yeah, Domocone was originally appeared in sketches, Japanese sketches in 1998. And then there was a meme of two Domo Coons were photoshopped into an images where it looked like they were chasing after a kitten to kill the kitten.
Yeah, God kills a kitten.
Disaster Girl. So this is the one with the little girl that's the house is on fire beyond her and she's looking into the camera like she did
like a
it.
psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2004. Actually, pretty
Now,
surprising.
this one I always wondered if it was Photoshop or if it was like a father like Mystic I could see taking a picture like this with his daughter and be like, look at the old fucking 7-Eleven burned down. And your you just happen to catch a smirk out of your daughter's face and it just is perfect.
Distracted Boyfriend. Very popular
I always
meme.
thought this was just a stock photo.
It was. So it's a stock photo from 2015.
You know, like someone like paid the real cheap base level price just to get the web resolution version, and it took it from there. I wonder if the stock company or like the photo stock or whoever owned the license to that photo must have got to where like there's nothing they could really do, you know?
Yeah, right. Most interesting man in the world. So 2006, this was a Dos Equis beer advertisement from 2006.
Remember that, dude?
Yeah.
Got some Nokia ones. Doge. 2010.
Yeah, how did Doge start? Because
Reddit.
Doge started before it was a coin, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so the meme sparked the cryptocurrency later
What
on.
a fucking world.
Right? Like that's the thing. These memes have can have a pretty big impact.
You know, and I was thinking the other day, I cut a VO for the new Ford Mustang. And a selling point of a Ford Mustang in 2023 is that it runs on gas. Like that was the first line. The new Ford Mustang will now run on gas.
Will now run on gas? Boy,
yeah, because they stopped it. They made it all electric. Yeah, they're going to sell an electric one, but people were so pissed. Like, why would you, dude? I don't give a fuck what people say.
They stopped selling the gas ones for a period.
Yeah,
thinking they were going to go
Ford
only
Mustang
electric.
was all electric.
I thought that was just a version of it, not that all Mustangs.
Oh no, homie.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can see that piss off some old bros.
Well, I mean, it's like the original fucking American sports
townies. Yeah,
came out before the fucking that did.
And I haven't looked for a car in a while, but I'll tell you what, Ford Mustangs. If you're looking for a manual transmission, that's about 70% of your options are different years of Mustangs.
Yeah.
So these memes, you know, it's not just the original meme, right? People will take it, they'll take it into Canva or whatever. Yeah, they've got the Futurama Fry, unique memes created off of that. Almost 1.5 million memes were created. Unique memes were created off of that, right?
And that's just probably a count based upon those meme sites.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Who knows how many?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Success Kid,
some
like 1.2 million.
Like me, I'm going to use my own custom font.
That fucking why you know, like that angry fucking white face meme
I never
thing.
Really knew what that was from.
So there is a site, I think you said Know Your Memes Ashtray, where you can look up a lot of these memes and kind of get the backstory. They actually have a pretty good archive of this. But Mystic had mentioned the Crying Jordan one. And it was kind of crazy. I found this article. It's like an academic article about memes. This guy's making the argument to include memes in like qualitative research papers and stuff. But
That sounds ridiculous.
Our
fact checker Travis just says here that I was correct that they never stopped selling the gas Mustang. They sold both the new Mach-E electric, but kept selling the gas version as well. Thank you, fact checker Trav.
All right, keeping us on point.
Fact check Trav.
Well, then why would the fucking press release from Ford say that it's now going to run on gas?
I don't know. Pander to fucking.
Maybe because there were a lot of dumb hillbillies out there who thought that they stopped selling the gas version, and they had to actually do a marketing campaign to be
probably
like, still on gas.
There was
dumbass.
Probably a meme that said,
"There's your line, still on gas, dumbass."
So on February 24th of 2020, Jordan took the stage to eulogize Kobe Bryant at a public memorial. And he was crying during this. And he said, he lamented that his current tears would likely become another crying Jordan meme. So how crazy is that? Like, to realize that you're being captured in this like fucking meme machine or whatever.
Oh, so the first crying Jordan, is that the one where he's holding the trophy?
Yeah, I think that one. Now this one that I have on the screen, this is from the 2020 event.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, this is going to be another crying Jordan.
That's sad, because like they motherfucking mourning.
Right. Like, that's kind of a mind fuck.
The first crying meme was more like just he's overcome because like they won the championship.
Right.
You know, and like that what he working for so long.
All right. So this is why they framed it like that. I guess I didn't realize that the competitors, Chevy, the Challenger from Dodge and this Camaro from Chevy, will not have gas versions in 2024.
Say that again.
The other two, the main competitors to the Mustang, will not have gas versions in 2024 because Ford, like they've all the car makers have planned to invest in electric vehicles, like $50 billion.
Yeah, to get the
so like in order to get the quota, yeah, like the other ones have decided to get rid of the Camaro and the Challenger gas versions. So I was wrong. Those are the ones that are going away, and that's why Ford framed it like that.
Yes.
That they're the one that
Travis
has the gas.
Confirmed it.
There you go. So,
Gosh.
thanks, Travis.
And of course, we can never leave Scumbag Steve off of our list.
He's one of my favorites.
Fucking Scumbag
so
Steve.
candid, you know?
Right.
Like it legit looks like kind of like this the bro coming in. You ready to go?
I do have links to an article where memes destroyed people's lives. And basically what is all of these stories end in something getting completely blown out of proportion, especially if it's a regular person and not a celebrity. And they have this crushing weight of all of this social pressure and shit going on, and they want to commit suicide, or they become addicted to fentanyl, or whatever. Harambe's zookeeper was bombarded with fucking emails and memes and shit.
Oh God!
Really? Oh
yeah.
I can
only imagine.
Holy shit!
Right.
Harambe lives on.
So after Harambe was taken down, taken away,
one I would write an email about.
taken away from us, Cincinnati Zoo's staff. Thane Maynard's Twitter account was hacked a couple times and bombarded with Harambe memes. Which, you know, I'm sure he wasn't happy about it either, right? about the whole.
No, he died. Poor bastard.
Exactly.
No, the zookeeper.
The zookeeper.
Of course, Harambe wasn't.
It's not like he sent out a fucking hit squad for Harambe.
Like finally, he's like always had it out for Harambe. He's like, that motherfucker always throwing shit at me when I walk by. He's like, that was my excuse to kill him. Oh, he snatched a child. Kill him.
So, memes, they have a massive, I didn't necessarily appreciate how much culture is actually contained within these dumb fucking memes and speaks across, generations, out across social circles, across, wider culture. And a lot of these, like some of these popular ones, they're from fucking the early 2000s, and they've got some serious staying power. So,
well, in other cultures, that's the thing too, is it's language. Like, language doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Every culture has their own unique fucking things that go on, and you can use these for any thing within that culture. You know what I'm saying? So these memes are very versatile,
right?
When it comes to
some of the memes can convey a lot without even any text. Like that one that you see a lot, the embarrassed, like, what is it, a seal? Where he's like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Those big eyes, yeah.
Yeah, where it's just like kind of those, like, put your foot in your mouth moments. And then there's that one, like, what is it, like a shamed badger, where it's just like...
Dude, when I sent that one earlier... I don't know. It was that one where the dude's like, doctor's like, hey, well, I got good news. You're going to see your wife again. And hey, my wife died 5 years ago. And the doctor's like kind of trying not to smile. It's like, oh my God. This is brutal.
And that's a whole nother level too. We should do a show on GIFs, because that's my go-to. I'm definitely GIFs to me communicate so much more.
Well,
yeah, absolutely.
It's so funny. Now I can't find it. There was some like headline saying like, oh, it was like how, basically saying GIFs are like out of date or old school. And it was saying Giphy, which we use in our GIF keyboard, which I agree with you. I love responding with a GIF.
I would respond only with GIF.
Right.
This article, anyways, I bet you know what it is. It's probably fucking TikTok propaganda. The whole 15-second video clip. Fucking wankers having to have sound.
Oh, TikTok is
right.
It's ruining society.
Yeah. Yeah, and the GIF thing too, like in Facebook Messenger or whatever, somebody had to make these memes, but I feel like a meme is pretty versatile in terms of what you can do. But for somebody to capture just the right GIF from a movie to say the thing that you want to say is fucking beautiful. Like it brings a tear to my eye.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make one.
Ooh, you know what? There's a classic. Travis just brought up meme moment. The leave Britney alone.
Oh yeah, right.
That's a good
Bring
one.
her.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Leave Britney alone, and that's the thing. You just put leave Britney alone. It comes up in my search. And, it's amazing that we weren't even looking at these images. You were referencing like the seal one and everything, and we fucking know what you're talking about, right?
Right.
Like, that's wild. Yeah. That's pretty fucking wild.
It's proof.
It's been reiterated.
Time on the internet is what it is. I mean, we conditioned ourselves to fucking. We spent so much time flipping through this shit.
Yeah, it's true. We're killing time.
Irony is that Teddy's playing a video game right
now. I am playing a video game on my Switch.
All right, moving on. That's our meme talk. If you have any good memes, send them to us on our Facebook /Red Eye Report.
What's everybody's favorite meme before we get off that topic?
Oh.
I think I like the whole catalog, Teddy.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of.
Why pick one?
Scumbag Steve is a good one. I really do like Scumbag Steve.
That is a pretty good one.
Right. That's probably my favorite.
Him. You know what? Because that poor Wigger has had his life ruined. So let's give him the honor of being one of the best memes out there.
Holy shit!
Poor Wigger.
Why don't you just call him a whack? Why you gotta drop a hard R?
Yeah, why gotta drop a hard R, bro?
It's a W
like
in the front. Whack. That was like what we called them in the 90s.
I know.
We did call them
but it was wrong. It was wrong.
It was not wrong.
Wrong then. It was wrong then, and it's wrong now. I'm trying to be PC, guys. All right?
Yeah, I know you're trying to be PC. You know what? We can't see your face, though.
Just maybe a wigga. Maybe wigga.
Yeah, you're right.
Wigga.
But
that's a good rap album name, though. Poor ass Wigger.
Poor ass Wigger.
Okay, Teddy, are you playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2?
I am playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
All right, tell us about it.
Okay, so I was looking for a nice RPG to take on the cruise. I bought this game years ago when it came out. I believe it came out like 2017. And I didn't play it because I was intimidated by all the shit that was in it. So I actually started it, and it's a great JRPG. Keep in mind the graphics are great. It's kind of
what's the J in the RPG?
Japanese RPG.
Oh, whoa! Now we're
segregating their own kind.
RPGs. That's kind of racist.
Well, they kind of
KRPG too, like Korean.
I don't believe so. Or it's a great game.
KRPG.
It's a huge game. One of the reasons why I got it, and why I started playing it again.
Is there just one tree in the entire world?
Actually, don't know what the story is. I've kind of been skipping a lot of shit. I'm just trying to get. I've been watching. You can go back and watch this stuff. I was gonna do it later. Calm down. I'm more into it for the fighting. The fighting system. It's real different. It's got a lot of systems in it. The main thing is you have these things called blades. You can change them out. Have three on them at any time, and they each have their own element. And then the people you're walking around with, they also have their own blades. And then you can do combos and things. It's a very interesting game. It does, but the thing is, it does have a shit ton of systems. It's like a shit ton of systems. Which is my fuck do you think?
Oh man.
About the
too many systems.
It's like fucking Monster Hunter. Remember when you roped us into that game?
God, yeah. Hey, there were cats involved. It was enough for me to play.
I am glad I saw that, but the rest of it was a pain in the ass.
It was a cool game though.
There was a lot of layers.
A lot of layers shit to it. A lot of systems in there. And this one is. It was just one of those scared of those systems. One of the reasons I stopped playing it the first time. I didn't follow through with it. So, I'm sorry. What was your question, Asher?
I was just saying, is this one even worse as far as like number of systems and like you can put stones and powers into each one of these,
it is,
and you can also pour elixirs into this hole of your weapon.
Yeah, you can.
But only if you have the round spigot.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I'll get to that in the folks think part of the section. But it's an awesome game. I am about 4 or 5 hours into it, and yeah, these guys try to kill me, and I'm trying to hunt these guys down and kill them. So that's what I know about the story. Team? I don't have a full team yet. Not yet, but we're gonna get
find them. That's the.
We gotta go fucking find them. Goddamn right.
All right,
so I'm looking forward to getting to playing something.
Next up, we have Mystic with DeLorean, bitches.
Yeah, so
they're coming back out.
I've been watching this new DeLorean, and I really like it. I didn't know this, but like, did you guys see? I watched this chick called Supercar Blondie.
I've seen some stuff.
Just a hot Australian that gets to drive awesome cars.
Yeah.
But she was reviewing it, and when the gull wings open on the front, there's LED lights that run down it, and they come through. And if you look at it, if you pull back and look at the front of the car, it looks like a flux capacitor. coming down, dude. It's fucking. I'm sorry, but that level of intricate bullshit that doesn't matter at all for the performance of the car is fucking fantastic. It's a DeLorean, dude. You gotta just be stupid and crazy with it.
So
you know what I mean?
who backed this revival? I wonder.
I don't think it's a revival. I think somebody else brought the.
You don't think it's a
Didn't
revival?
like GMC buy it or something?
I mean,
somebody
somebody
Or
else
GM.
bought the thing. It's not the original guy. That's what I meant by not a revival.
It does look good, but I don't know. It could all be hype too. You know, it could just be.
Oh yeah, might be a piece of shit.
It could be like the
really
Nikola.
interior,
Remember
but
that episode?
Yeah.
The outside is fucking fantastic.
Right.
Yeah, the outside does look awesome.
Be like that EV semi.
Does
that roll down a hill.
Does anybody know what the cost of the DeLorean is going to be when it comes out?
Oh, it's got to be over 100.
Yeah, I don't think they. Let's see how much it costs to reserve it. I'm on their website. $88 to reserve it.
$88. Oh, $88. I'm in.
Targeting 125,000
Okay.
for the Alpha 5. I don't know if there's.
Are they gonna be all EVs? I guess.
Yeah, it's all electric. Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Cool.
Yeah, I see like a lot of fucking Porsche ass end styling in it, like with some fucking Alfa Romeo front end. Like it's just fucking sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Travis says, check out the new meters, Manx Electric. What the fuck does that mean? Does that ring a bell with any of you guys? Manx?
No.
Manx? I've heard that before. I think
Travis,
Richard Hammond reviewed a Manx.
Is that a car brand? Manx?
Yeah, I think so.
There's got to be a whole bunch of like niche, multi-millionaire, like electric EV car startup brands.
Oh, yeah.
Is he talking the Manx cat? It's a breed of cat.
MANX Electric.
Oh, electric. So it's a car. Okay.
Sounds like a car brand, yeah. Manx.
Manx Electric. Manx 2.0
Oh, the
EV.
Meyer Manx. Oh, they're remaking that? The Meyer Manx was like the first
That thing?
Dune buggy, basically. That's like the classic Dune buggy body.
No
Meyer
shit.
Manx.
Oh.
How much are they selling that for?
That. Oh man.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'd pay $25,000 for that.
Think of how many people in Wisconsin,
Decent
like
price or something like that.
people who drive those side by sides with their fucking coolers on the back roads.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have me with VR performance mods. So, VR really hasn't changed a whole lot. A lot of the heavy hitting games are still from 2016, 2018. Feels like it really hasn't progressed, and performance has always been a major issue. And one thing that I discovered while I was fucking around with some VR racing stuff over the weekend is that people have actually made mods that significantly improve the performance and the visual clarity of VR games that are currently available. So basically you drop these INI files into your game folder on your computer,
but I haven't had a chance to test it.
Your game will look much better and it will run much better. So it's using fidelity sharpening resolution from AMD, which is kind of a new technology. That's what one of them uses.
These mods require the latest video cards, though, or is it more just like a different way it processes it?
Different way that it processes it. So you can use AMD cards, you can use NVIDIA cards.
So this could improve even my card is still like that 1070.
Yeah, you'd be able to use it with your 1070. And all you need to do is just drop a couple files into your folder and it will run that much better and look that much better. Now, another cool thing that I found was this VR performance toolkit, and this is really cool. So I was telling you guys about the PS5 VR or the PSVR 2 thing where it's tracking where you're looking and it's rendering that at a higher rate and everything else around that. Well, you can achieve that with any VR headset, because wherever your head is, just have a small ring, and you can adjust that where it sharpens that, and then have an outer ring where it's like 4 times less, and then further out it's like 16 times less or 40 times less. This significantly improves the performance of demanding games, and yeah, I mean, it's crazy how these modders have considerably improved these games, because trust me, I've fucked around with these settings for fucking days, and there's only so much you can bleed out of it, and then you drop something like this in there and you can crank everything up, and it fucking is beautiful.
That thing where it's like, well, based on where your head's at. So if you kind of try to look, you keep your head still, but you look in your peripherals, you'll notice it's like softer.
But you really won't. You really won't notice
when you're
that.
racing, I can see you're more going to pivot your head.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if you're going to, like, stand still and you start looking in the peripheral of your VR vision without moving your head.
If you were doing that, but I think you would be surprised how much your eyes are actually focused on what is in front of you when you're doing that. Right. So yeah, you can look, and it doesn't look like it. Basically, it looks just as good as what it would look, without any of this mod.
What you're used to.
Yeah, what you're used to. But what is in front of you is considerably clearer. And the performance is like 30% better than what it was. So it's a fucking massive improvement.
It's insane.
It is
insane that it's that fucking simple.
It's that simple, and modders have done this.
Obviously, they've done the work ahead of time. So that's,
and there are all kinds, there are all kinds of these mods out there. So I was just blown away by this. It was just like, wow, that makes a huge difference. And you're right, it is so simple to do that. So check those out. I have some links on the website with videos where you can see that.
Honestly, that's almost like duh. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those things where, like, when you think about it, you're like,
well, you think when they were developing the headsets in the first place, you think they would have considered that, like, we only need to really render a small focal point,
right?
And we can
our peripherals, we can see movement out of them, but it isn't clear as it's definitely not as clear as straight ahead.
Because the brain is focusing on the core center, like. We can cut down the processing. We don't have to generate the whole fucking world at once.
Exactly.
So clever. Just clever.
Yeah, because basically you have like with an Oculus Quest 2, you have a 4K screen fucking strapped to your face.
Right.
So that's going to take a huge amount of processing power if you were trying to render that entire thing. So just doing that small thing. And with this new AMD sharpening technology that is platform agnostic, like it doesn't matter if you're on AMD or whatever, it does a great job in terms of the performance. So I get it, when they first came out with this stuff, that technology did not exist, but there's no fucking reason any game coming out now should not have that built into it. All right, moving on. We have Ashtray with Fuck If I Know.
They're gonna make you pay for it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Fuck If I Know anything sexy. I've been too busy to even pay attention. So you guys can talk amongst yourselves while I go get my fucking drugs.
What sexy drugs? All right. So we'll move on to the fuck what you think, where we take a stick and sharpen it and stab your chihuahua in the butthole with it. And first up we have Mystic with Where's Ricky When You Need Him.
So If you play that video right there, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Is Ashtray? He's got to see this. Maybe we should.
Fuck him. He's on his drugs.
So this guy, let's preface this. This guy was in a fucking video conference call, and he was like turning around doing some work, and
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, you should have warned me about that.
What? That was loud. What? TikTok? Why did you get TikTok involved?
Holy shit!
You know, just because of a squirrel.
Wow.
Yes, dude, that was a squirrel.
Wow.
That guy flipped out.
Yeah, he
a
did.
Grown-ass man, fucking acted like an 8-year-old fucking kid screaming about something.
Probably grew up in the city.
A squirrel. And the squirrel came at him too. The squirrel was like, "Fuck you."
I
Smelled
I
blood.
wholeheartedly for years have felt
Swinging a bat and shit.
that is going to be my
He wasn't
spirit
really
animal.
swinging that bat. He was more like
No.
He was,
Yeah.
Flailing the bat.
Flailing.
I don't know what's up with my
When I
camera
come
feed.
back, when I'm reincarnated, I will come back as a squirrel. And I'm going to fuck with indoor city cats.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
So
I
that's-
cut that.
that's my
We had
list.
that in our show today, and it was too good, too fucking good, dude. So anyway,
So-
fuck that dude. That's a grown ass man.
Do
Right.
you have staff members who basically, like, if you find something kind of like, I guess, wholesomely hilarious on the, memes going around? Because I see a lot of local news be like, share
Yeah,
these
you can
weird
just
little things.
fucking
You can just basically toss it up as a potential.
you just email it
Give
to
it
the
to
whole
the actor.
newsroom. Email it to everybody, and then somebody will go, "That's cool. Maybe I'll put it in the show."
Yeah,
Nice.
who makes that call, whether it goes in or not? The
Producer.
editor? Yes.
Producer. And if it's a fucking, something big, they obviously will go ask the executive producer or the news director. But something
Right.
like that, they could just put that in the
That's
show.
why what's sexy.
pretty funny.
Squirrels chasing fucking humans.
It's too late. We're past that. Moving on.
All right,
That was
moving
like
on
the same thing.
to too many systems in RPGs.
Okay, so the aforementioned game I was telling you about, the Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, has a shit ton of systems. Those blades that you can get, they're random. You can get a bunch of them, and for each of those
Random.
blades, you can bond
You're
with them.
random.
Yeah, I am random. You can bond with them. You can. They have a skill tree. You have a skill tree. The battle system is crazy. There's a refinement fucking thing in the game. It's a shit ton. Just like y'all were saying with the Monster Hunter game, how that shit went crazy. I mean, yeah, these games are too common.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Yeah,
Skyrim
I
gets
just
rated.
can't fucking
Well-
do that shit.
Where you find you're spending so much of your time managing the the different layers of that fucking
That
shit.
is why I don't play them.
And it's
Mhm.
like, I want to get back to kicking ass. Killing
Right?
monsters.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to spend fucking 20 minutes.
I gotta run around on this
Yeah.
fucking floating ship looking for the right guy who's got the fucking beet juice to make my weapon
Right.
kick ass.
And then it just makes it impossible if you walk away from the game for a week. It feels like you
forgot.
right, you forgot the systems. You have to start over again.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's why I just recently I was like, fuck it, I want to play something. I played some more of the old Guardians of the Galaxy game. I mean, what is that, a couple
Right.
years old now? But
Yeah,
that
it's
was a
simple.
solid game.
It's simple and it has some systems in it too.
Yeah, so, I mean, nothing too. It's like once you
but it doesn't have like
beat it
30.
one
though.
time, you get all
Right.
the power ups and you just play the story again. It's
Right.
just fun.
Yeah, I love the little like sideline talk thing We're
Yeah,
like,
that you can do, yeah.
come
The pep
on,
talk,
we
yeah.
gotta do this, and you could
Yeah,
totally,
like, huddle up.
right? You could fuck it up, and everybody's just
You
like,
guys
well, that's
should write
fucking
one.
weird,
Yeah.
They're like, okay, Quill.
right? But if you get it right, it plays a Motley Crue
Must,
song, and you
Yeah.
fucking kick ass.
Kick ass, yeah. Yeah.
All right, next up we have Ashtray with Trump Dump.
Yeah, no, okay, and granted, I had to put this New York Times article up, which might not be able to read if you aren't subscribed to those goddamn fucking commie liberals. But it's one of the few articles where they're reporting about the seriousness of some of these what do you call it? They were called some of these folders. I don't know if you've seen in the news where they're like some of the top secret folders. Everybody knows the story, but some of them were just empty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they were a folder that was like top secret, but then the papers in there weren't there, and they were kind of all scattered around. They said they were they were mixing them in between like magazines and shit, like we're trying to hide them. Some of them were labeled HCS, Human Intelligence Control System, which is basically like who the CIA has as informants and in foreign countries. And that there are...
So it's the real knock list.
And it's mixed into fucking Popular Mechanics and People magazine.
Well, no, the other thing is some of these are they found the folders, but the material that was supposed to be inside those folders has not yet been found. And it may have already been given away because some of these contacts, like in recent years, this is pre-Trump, but like China has basically wiped out the entire system of the CIA's informants. So it's usually, people who live and work within the government of said country, but they also will share information with the CIA, and it's all fucking under the table top secret. But now these documents have gone missing, and some of these secret contacts are not like we can't find them. And of course, the thing is when government finds out this person's, become a spy, like you don't announce to your enemy that you found the spy. Right. They just disappear.
Right. They just disappear.
Yeah.
They just stop communicating. And you have no idea. They know, the CIA knows that their fucking whole network just got fucked. And some more of them are getting fucked. Documents. And I wouldn't be surprised if he shared shit with like the Saudi. I could definitely see the Trump family, especially with Jared, how close he was with MBS. Like let's kind of like worst case scenario, the Trumps, they'll fucking live in Dubai.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think they just fucking go take asylum in the UAE somewhere?
Oh yeah, or the
fucking hang out in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, or fucking somewhere in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Like, they're not gonna want to do that, but I could see them feeling like they shared enough. Like they will give. Like Trump took what he could, and like would give them enough dirt that they're like, yeah, we'll basically provide asylum to you if because the Saudi prince knows that. Kind of like they were both like, yeah, wink, wink, yeah, you bonesawed a guy up and fucking threw half of his remains down the toilet with multiple flushes. I mean, I got these papers, right? You might want to see some of them. And yeah, tit for tat. And then the Trump family, it might be another 5 years from now, 10 years from now. The legal system's fucking slow, but they might get to a point where they just all of a sudden, oh yeah, we're gonna go to a Gulf. Because the Saudi Arabia now has got their whole, they're taking over golf.
Yeah.
Live Golf, which is, I don't know what they call it, Live Golf, because it's just LIV. But that they're gonna go over there for a golf tournament, and they're gonna get real fucking settled. Like, yeah, we got this great suite, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, we're set up, you know, and it, like, wink, wink, you know, is actually we're just living here now. This is our new Mar-a-Lago, and all our fucking grunts can come back out to us. You know, like they're gonna lose their influence, but they'll be safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see if that comes to pass.
Talking about?
Right.
I was going to say that. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Seek exile in Saudi Arabia.
All right. Well,
Going out to one of those golf tournaments.
Next up, we have me, and my fuck what you think is TV antennas. So,
Wait, do you still have a TV antenna?
well, I didn't.
What are you,
but
80?
I needed to get one because now that I am located in Wisconsin, I can pick up television stations with the game, and that will have much less delay than my stream that I get on YouTube TV. And when I'm watching the game with fucking Maynard, he can't say anything. Right. So it fucking sucks. So I've decided to get myself a fucking TV antenna. And they have these like flat things.
I can't believe it took you so long.
Yeah, they have these flat things that you're supposed to put against your fucking wall or whatever. But
the window.
They work the same as the bunny ears. If you rotate it, you need to rotate it to whichever station
you kind of like
right.
You have to adjust it. So yeah, you can't stick it in one place.
Right. So I'm fucking around with this thing just as much, if not more, than what I would with like the old school fucking bunny ears.
That's what I still use.
When I'm beating on the goddamn thing, and it's just a huge fucking
like
pain in the ass.
Dead stingray.
Right. It's just a pain in the fucking ass. I feel like I've gone back 40 years. Yeah.
That's always last night. Fucking Ken Burns, fucking Holocaust documentary. I step in the wrong spot in the kitchen. Son of a bitch.
Like, that's the thing, is the whole picture goes out. Like, it doesn't get fuzzy.
Yeah.
That is actually a problem with the digital, when they switched over to that digital television signal, is that you no longer had the flexibility of the analog signal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The beauty of the analog signal was like, yeah, it just get kind of grainy and a little staticky, but you could still hear the audio in its entirety instead of being choppy.
Right.
It is infuriating.
Yeah. It's a huge pain in the ass. So I'm actually wondering if you can have a splitter and you can have two of those fucking antennas feeding into your TV.
That's a good idea. Never thought
so
about that,
I'm thinking I might do that because I have two of those fuckers. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do that. I might get some more flexible coax cable just so I can move this fucking octopus crazy thing in 2022 to watch a goddamn Packers game.
Can you not get cable or?
Fuck cable, man. I don't.
Super expensive. It's
super expensive. Not worth it. And I have YouTube TV. That's the thing, is I can watch the game, but there's enough of a delay where if I'm watching it with somebody else online, it sucks.
Yeah, Teddy's ruined some things for you before. I know.
No more. No more.
Yeah, I can't even watch shit on Fox on my TV because my antennas fucking suck so bad.
Yeah.
I don't care enough to go buy another one. So.
Right. So there you have it. Fuck television.
Football, it's all set up.
Fuck television and fuck dancing baby. That's our show. We're going to be here.
Ally McBeal and her shorty short skirts.
We're going to be here every Wednesday or Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/redeyereport. You can't twiddle us, can't TikTok us, send us your memes, eat an ass dog, like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Oracle.
This is ass dog.
I missed it.
And this is Teddy saying my computer fucked up. My screen's black and my camera is stuck.
And this is the Red Eye report.
Yeah.